You got to think all around about your future. Education is the key.
Yes, go with it. Yes, go with it.
You see, early morning, we have some visitors who have visited us, and we're going to have a message. The first one. So from the editor's office, I want to apologize for the inconvenience we have caused to you, but also for greater importance that you come across with this kind of a message. I want to take this honor and privilege to welcome our visitors, who will later introduce themselves at an appropriate time. But without wasting any other time, I want to specially invite our principal to come and welcome the director in turn and welcome the visitors. Thank you so much. Principal, you're most welcome.
The Executive Director, the staff present, the prefects and the entire school, good morning. I want to take this auspicious moment to welcome our guests who have come to deliver some very useful information to us. And also I want to welcome you all to this brief but important assembly. I do not intend to actually spend much of the time, but just to ask you to pay a lot of attention to them, because they're going to be quite brief here. Their coming is very timely because we believe that it offers a solution to partly the problem that we're dealing with, referring to this pandemic of COVID-19. So I am not going to preempt anything, but I want to take the singular honor to invite the Executive Director to make brief remarks and thereafter invite the guests to speak to us. Can you give me a round of applause as they come?
Thank you so much. You will allow me to remove this mask so that they see my face clearly. The visitors and the school, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
I don't know why you're smiling, but there are signs that you look very happy. Today is a very humbling day. We have very important visitors because Teso Progressive is an important school with important students, isn't it? Yes. We have special guests, and because they are special guests, that means we are special. It is a visit at short notice, but what I want to say is that the team in front of you comprises very important people in this country. You have heard of Professor Dr. Ogwan, Covidex. You know Covidex? Yes. You want to see him? Yes. Are you sure? Yes. I don't know whether he's around, but at least I'm very sure. The public relations officer of his organization is right with us. What things happen in TEPA, isn't it? Yes. Today is a day they come to, there are two things. One, they have come to inspire you, the young people. When you see the PRO of the JENA Herbal Medicine in front of you, you know you're very important people. Have you ever heard of Emma the Great? Yes. Papa Apollon? Yes. The Choran? Yes. You know him? Yes. Can we have some order? So when you see, just relax. He's all here. If you don't know him, you'll get the opportunity to know. That is one. They have come to inspire you. Two, they have also come to inform you that they're actually having a very special partnership with the Teso Progressive. And because they have a special attachment to Teso Progressive, it also means that they have a special relationship with the director of Teso Progressive. Can you clap for me? I don't intend to preempt what they want to pass to you. But at this point, I want to let you know, by the way, be smiling because you're live on TV. Did you know that? So let me take this opportunity to welcome a very special friend of ours, a mentor, a young man who has moved through so many odds, but most importantly, who has walked the journey of success. As a person, I feel very proud associating myself with him. A young man who has dedicated his time to serve humanity. A young man who has created the time and made everybody to know that it doesn't matter, no matter where you are, no matter the situation, no matter what you're going through, if you stay focused, you can climb today. A young man that so many look up to. This is special time. Join hands with me as we welcome none other than Emma the Great. I don't want to add. You will know what to do next.
Thank you. You will use the mic, and then you remove your mask, you will use the mic.
Bapak kibera jola subanakan. Bapak kibera jola tepakan. Asoy bapak ke directakan. Bapak kibera jola jenakan. I don't intend to take long. On a special way, I wish to recognize and thank the director of Teso Progressive Academy, the leadership, the staff and non-teaching staff, the leadership of the students' body, and the students at large. Is it morning? Yes. Good morning. Good morning. TEPA yoga. TEPA yoga. Opreja kuna ndio tumeja hilo la Apollo TEPA. I have already been introduced. First and foremost, I am very honored to be here, and I'm very honored to talk to you this particular day. Before I introduce myself, I move with the team. Number one, a very special person next to me is the one who drives me from Kampala to Jinja, from Jinja to Sorotif, everywhere I go in the country. I usually love to start with introducing my driver, Mr. Ijala Jolly. That is the man who drives me. And number two, I want to introduce a very good friend of mine, a partner of JENA, a medical person, but also my personal doctor, Dr. Simon Neil. Please stand up and welcome the students. And number three, I want to introduce my media team. I am here with Mr. Rixel MC and Mr. Savon. Rixel MC works with Voice of Teso. So as we talk, you're live on Voice of Teso. He works with the EmuriaTV. So as we speak, you're live on EmuriaTV. I work now as a public relations officer and a marketing manager for JENA Herbals Uganda Limited. JENA Herbals Uganda Limited is a herbal medicine company that was formed and headed by Professor Patrick Ogwang Engel. We are the manufacturers of Covidex. So, in simple terms, I am the PRO for Covidex company at 23. As I conclude, then I will invite Dr. Simon Neil. JENA Herbals is a company that very many of you must have heard from. And very many of you know its good work. And as JENA Herbals, we are proud to associate with Teso Progressive Academy. As JENA Herbals, we are proud to partner with Teso Progressive Academy. And we are committed to supporting each and everybody who belongs to TEPA. Through the Office of the Public Relations Officer and the Marketing Manager, by the way, I am also the Marketing Manager for JENA Herbals, we are entering into a partnership with the Teso Progressive Academy through the director of TEPA. JENA Herbals has different medicines that can be able to help most of you in your way of life, in your way of childhood, and in your way of studies. I believe all of you always meet cough. I believe all of you always meet malaria. I believe all of you always meet allergies. I believe some of you have parents who have diabetes. I believe most of you have always met wounds. And JENA Herbals has all the drugs for all those wounds. I'm not going to talk more about those drugs. I'm going to invite Simon in. But I want to talk about your life and the challenges of life. Because I want at the end of this, as you go to look for the product of JENA Herbals, I want you also to know that your life has a meaning. I also want you to know that you're not here by mistake. I also want you to know that you're not wasting school fees. I also want you to know that because you are in TEPA, there is no difference between you and those in Budo. I also want you to know that amidst the challenges that you come from, there is always life, and there will always be a way after life. But above all, I want you also to know that amidst the hatred, amidst the enemies, amidst the poverty, amidst the hassle, amidst waking up very early in the morning instead of sleeping, there is success ahead of you. Allow me to say, dear colleagues, that in life we fail. Sometimes we fail once, sometimes we fail twice, sometimes we fail thrice, or even sometimes every time. And because of that failure, you may begin to feel as if life is heading you nowhere. Because every time you try to do things, you fail. Today they have put a test, you fail. Tomorrow at the end of the day, at the end of the term, you fail. Maybe in business, your parents are trying, but they are failing. Maybe in raising school fees, your parents are trying, but they are failing. Maybe in becoming successful in life, you're trying, becoming successful in class, you're trying, but you're failing. Sometimes in life, we fail, and we meet a lot of challenges. Maybe sometimes people have even looked at your size, people have looked at your color, people have looked at your place of origin, people have looked at where you come from, people have looked at what you eat, people have looked at your school, people have even looked at the number of clothes that you have, and they have concluded that you cannot achieve anything great in life. Sometimes life can put us into challenges. Sometimes life can put you into problems. You want to school fees, there is no school fees. You want to come to school on time, there is no money. You want to try to wake up very early in the morning, but you have sleeping problems. You want to eat good food, but because you want to eat diet, but because your parents could not give you diet, you cannot eat diet. You are sick at school, but because you know the challenges your parents go through are even tougher than your challenges, you end up keeping quiet with the diseases and sickness. You are facing a lot of challenges. When you go back home, there are even those who look at you as if you're wasting time. When they are selling a goat, when they are selling a cow to bring you at school, there are even those who look at you as if you are wasting the family resources. There are even those who look at you as if you are just wasting everybody's time. Sometimes life can take us into these challenges. Maybe where you come from, even eating is a problem. Maybe where you sleep, it is very cold. Maybe the friends you have keep on disturbing you, keep on stressing you, keep on making your life very difficult. Maybe your parents are paying you school fees just as an option because government says take a child to school. You are even at school, but right now they are contemplating how to influence you to get married. Maybe you are here, but you are seeing your performance is deteriorating every day. And because of that, it makes you to live a very hopeless life. It makes you to see yourself as somebody who is a failure. It makes you to see yourself as somebody who doesn't have the future. Sometimes people look at your size. Sometimes people look at your color of origin, your color. People even look at your place of origin, and they conclude that you cannot achieve anything in life. Sometimes even when you go back home, you don't have a clothes to change. What you try to do is to maintain the same uniform that you have, because it is the only best clothes that you have. But I want to encourage you, friends, that in life we fail, but every failure has a turning point. In life we face challenges, but every challenge as a turning point. I want to tell you a simple example about life. When you go to climb the rock, your interest is to reach the highest peak of the rock, isn't it? Yes. Now, for you to reach the highest peak of the rock, you need the roughest part of the rock. That roughest part of the rock is what will help you to climb to the highest peak of the what? Of the rock. If you will not reach the highest peak of the what? Of the rock. You will slide back. Did you know that? Yes. Now in this situation, your life in TEPA is a rock. And I want you to remember that. Your life in TEPA is a rock. The highest peak of the rock is your vision, your destiny. The one you say, I want to be a doctor, I want to be a lecturer, I want to be a professor. That is the highest peak of the rock. Climbing the rock are the challenges that you face every day. The school fees that you sometimes lack, the diseases that keep attacking you, the friends that keep looking at you like failures. There are friends who look at you every day like you're a failure. Even if they are failures than you, but they look at you like you are a failure. The friends that look at you like you're a failure, the challenges that you face are the roughest part of the rock. If you don't face the roughest part of the rock, you will not reach the highest peak of the rock. If you don't sacrifice sleep, if you don't face the poverty, if you don't face the hatred, the lack of clothes and intimidation, you will not become a doctor. I want to believe you know yourself. I want to believe you know what you want. I want to believe you know where you're heading. Support TEPA to make you a better person. And support TEPA to make you a successful person. With what you are, when I look at all of you, you're very promising and the future is bright. You're going to be very successful. God is going to walk your way, no matter where you come from, no matter what you eat, no matter where you sleep, no matter who hates you, no matter who talks about you, no matter every situation about you. What you are very successful and you'll be successful. Allow me to welcome Dr. Simon Neil. He's going to spend 5 minutes. The drugs that are going to help you to be healthy without cough, without malaria, without coronavirus, without diabetes. And then after he tells you, do you know where to get those drugs from? No. From the director. So, from the director, and the director is going to stop those drugs at Genesis Drug Shop. Do you know where it is? Yes. Do you know where it is? Yes. Genesis Drug Shop. Yes. He's going to tell you about Covidex. He's going to tell you about JENA Flu. He's going to tell you about JENA Man. He's going to tell you about JENA Fit. I think you should not tell these people about JENA Fit, JENA Power. JENA Flu. JENA Flu. JENA Flu. JENA Seed. JENA Seed. JENA Seed. JENA Seed. JENA DM. JENA DM. JENA DM. JENA DM. JENA Herbals Uganda Limited. JENA Herbals Uganda Limited. Thank you so much. Yoga bere kere doy. DJ Mashioma. Akota na kwa we are from JENA Herbals. We have brought for you very good information. Yanki so ese mutono ejo kuka alaija kai ai akota ngesa wadi kiborolo yuni wadi ka bredi bona baka JENA Seed. JENA Seed. JENA Seed. Otu mbejo ni wadi kai kimilo JENA Seed. JENA. Just a spelling law, JENA. Ja, J. Only
your E. We need your N. We need your A. We need your C-I-D. JENA C.
JENA C.
Iwanikapo watu paki ni neba rabone be JENA mal. JENA baja dikaki ni mal na. JENA mal.
M-A-L.
Dikaki bere bojo JENA fit. JENA baja dikaki ni fit. F-I-T.
Yes.
So these are basically JENA code. JENA code. JENA code. JENA.
You come inside and take it.
No, you must forget to power for the future.
We are going to talk about this. But before I talk about this, I want to give you a brief history why Professor decided to make these products for you, students. This one is for you, students. One, if you come from a home, I put your Arabe kiona kiaraka. When want to see when you come out of episode. Mami Koa. I know even some are here. So what about the Water World Health Organization to remove, to phase out the Junior Ikwamala everywhere Ikwamali was. So and at the professor, I told him they came to get and they can see they care to say I go. And right time I are and I did what go child the rebels be located to there are very many people out here, but they don't know how to use the parenteral injections, how to inject a kiamori, I post in a bay. Though I accept when we go a one. Secondly, effecting I take care of again and that man I talk to. So when you look at these products which we have wrote down, they contain some ingredients, some constituents which can boost your brain. And boosting your brain means you are going to get very good performance in class. Are you not happy for that information? Why do you think in Kampala children they are passing and these village people they are not passing very well? Because for us we are not utilizing any opportunity which is given to us. So now, professors made these things so that we reduce, we minimize illnesses at the school. I just adeka or severo. Idwedi mamiko kwani mametwania to relation anwade. Almost as a care. Konye imataje kiale baka JENA mal. Dawu jone peta ikanto monare mamki de kane malaria. JENA mal. Right now, I'm going to start talking to you. Ebe, bongwela ke mongai?
JENA mal.
Bongwela ke mongai?
JENA mal.
Ano iti jonyo?
Malaria.
Jen just very last JENA mal. Kali mona desu ikumai ni JENA mal.
Yes, Genesis.
Ikumai ni Genesis. So make sure that you take JENA mal. JENA mal, erage sekiali masi jo ai deka je malaria arai ma because it works as a prophylaxis and as a treatment. So if you have malaria parasites in your blood, it can kill the malaria parasite. If you don't have malaria parasite in your blood, it can prevent malaria parasite from surviving in your blood. Ichete sa jokshomo, lenga binero ka. Iyala masesinoi. Ekiamo ne baka JENA mal, isoma kirono epono. Number one, e are kutungo le malaria leja okotoko. Number two, imiki e kurtumon lo e malaria ampedori alomarai awokotoko. Kunya ino ni JENA C. Edwenwe ipoko pana This is the actual teenager. Most children, they want to reduce weight. Hello. They want to reduce weight, but they are what? They are skipping lunch. They are skipping meals. Hello. Let's have order. Yalamano. One you jobone be most children e follow ai lama nyo ai nyam. Bala professor bone be e kotesi ai nyam e jok. Nyamata no be ti student e nyam nesi e oga kede maro. Professor emphasized children to eat this one. Emaro ke kade oga e ya uni e nakini jo agogongu na tipete ne dola na makoni. Ata elosai boya koi. Konye maro ke kade oga idakane kan. Idakane kan the lana is already having a lot of glucose in the brain, a lot of glucose in the blood that can enable him to learn easily. E kwenye takon ikamada madanyo akino konye araibabu ikoku enyami emaroke kare oga wanje maroke kare oga mesi toso maye training institutions araida police araida jore because those are sensitive areas, those are sensitive institutions. Nara mjipedoralo sita police training robo jajo tonor, but if you want to sleep in class then you will demand anything outside that meal. Jenasi elosi alemari ajimis no ejasai no ejasi akoik ajimis nguno ina tosi dwaele no ina tosi dia tau akonai mola bali koto ja akonai aile so wanjo bone belo seki amoni ai moke ajimis nguno konye ja tata ribo bo nimbo rena baka bon be phyto constituents no itopolo eta dam teterisi sha enyone kwali mule physics olomuni laimar konyo osata koni dami kona hii isoma imere ejaibo bo eki ale baka JENA fit lesna ni nerare oni bone be ai lame nyam to try to reduce weight ubuni jo JENA flu ano aola de la ola JENA flu and JENA cough ejasi kengun ina kinete ijo alemarinyo alemaraola I tangele una ola tipet because aola era virus says eya uneta de kana ikurune pedota jauto borotoi on ngese ya unte gede ouko ngese pedota ya unu nyo aola. So we are using JENA cough and JENA flu to reduce and to minimize the rate of viral infections, because this is a drug which has been approved by National Drug Authority to be used for most viral infections. Ejaibo bo ichi ebore maminga nere to amun. So adam na nyu no bone be nere na kiro no doctors me kiamun. So wanjo bone be we need to emphasize our parents to buy for you these products. These are basically good products for a student. When you use these drugs, you don't struggle in life. Have you seen what? Have you heard what Emma told you? We don't have enough professors, we don't have enough nurses, we don't have, everybody has opportunity here. But the problem we have is poverty. And the poverty comes to us through disease. Right now they cannot pay your school fees if your sibling is in the hospital. Can they pay your fees when the sibling is in the hospital? They cannot. They have to first take the money where? The hospital. Even you cannot do your exams when you are sick. You will have to forget all the money you paid in school and first go and pay another money in the hospital and first receive treatment and miss what? Exams. But when you use these products, you are trying to avoid uncertainties like sickness, and then also you are trying to reduce unnecessary resource loss in the family. And I'm telling you the truth is we need to eat. When time for lunch comes, go and receive your meal so that you get energy to learn.
Professor Dr. Ogwang, Dr. Edrilu, our beloved presenter, Emma the Great, and the visitors, the director, and the school administration with the inclusion of the students' body. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Thank you so much, our visitors, for coming. My name is Oba Stephen Michael. I am the head prefect of Teso Progressive Secondary School. I am in senior 6.
I was the head prefect of Soroti Senior Secondary School.
Okay, thank you so much.
So I am very happy to associate with you.
Okay.
And this was my entertainment prefect.
Yeah. Thank you so much. A moment, please. We did not waste much time. I've just come to say the word of thanks to our visitors. May you please help us with the clap of a jacaranda. Who knows how to lead it? A jacaranda clap. Don't you have scholars here? Okay, apateni moja. You clap once. Apateni moja. Apateni mbili. Apateni tatu.
I was still being in Teso Progressive Secondary School here in Ngora. COVID-19 came in, and of which very many medics failed to understand what can really carve down this spread of COVID-19. It took many lives, and of course, very many people got affected. Some recovered, and some got affected directly, and victims out there. These are the students of this very school. And here in Teso, in Uganda at large, there is one professor called Dr. Ogwang who came out with this drug called Covidex. That actually was confirmed to be one drug that helps to curb or protect you from COVID-19. How are you?
I'm fine.
What is your name?
My name is Ali Abujimi, the head boy, Teso Progressive.
Okay, what do you understand by COVID-19 first of all?
COVID-19, actually COVID-19, when you look at COVID-19, COVID-19 is some pandemic that came in. It interrupted each and everything that actually via education and some other, yes.
All right, that is the way you understand. How do you understand COVID-19? Your name first.
My name is Malanga Abraham. The way I understand COVID-19, this is a virus which came and disrupted everybody's life and also led to very many inconveniences, like brought to death and killed very many people, and it's like that.
Okay, so if you've heard about COVID-19, I'm sure there is a way you understand. Have you heard about Covidex or any product from JENA Herbals?
Yes.
What do you understand by JENA itself?
JENA is a company started by Professor Ogwang. Yeah, and I've come up with some of the products like JENA Mal, JENA Seed, and JENA Flu, then JENA Fit.
Okay.
And they say that JENA Fit can be used for reducing weight, then JENA Mal can treat malaria, and you can finish 12 years without being infected. Yeah.
As a student looking at the JENA products and the JENA herbs, which one would you want immediately, probably, if it was you?
I need the JENA Ma because always we are encountered with the problems of malaria.
Okay. All right. My sister, how are you? What is your name?
I'm fine. My name is Naninja Margaret.
Which class are you?
I'm in senior 3 class.
Okay. Being in senior 3, what do you understand by COVID-19?
COVID-19 is a pandemic which disrupted all the activities in the country.
Okay. All right. Now, people were using very many ways to try to fight COVID-19. Some were eating lemon, some were eating jinga. Then after that, there is a professor called Ogwang, the one who was talking about, who came up with Covidex. Have you ever used Covidex, or has any person in your family ever used Covidex?
Yes.
Who exactly?
My uncle.
Okay. After you used Covidex, what was the change after this time when you used Covidex?
After using Covidex, it took 2 weeks, and then he went back for the test to find out that he had cured from COVID-19.
Apart from Covidex, which other drug do you know that is a product of JENA Herbal organization or company?
JENA Mal,
Okay.
JENA Fit. Actually, I remember only these two.
You remember only the two. Okay, which other one do you also remember? What is your name?
My name is Kedi Christine Dorin.
Okay, which other product of JENA do you recall?
Actually, on my side, I recall JENA Cough and JENA Flu.
What does JENA Flu, what does it do in your body?
JENA Flu, let me mention all of them. JENA Flu and JENA Cough actually help in case you have flu infection in your body, and they can help in curing it.
Okay.
That's what I understand.
Okay, thank you so much. These are the students of this very school. They have some knowledge about the JENA products that actually is headed by Dr. Professor Ogwang. And currently in Teso, we have the public relationships officer, that is Emma Okia, also a boy of the soil. And right away, we are here today to unveil these products to Teso at large. We are starting from Teso, but we shall also be going to other places within the country. Okay, and of course, still being in this very school, this is something interesting. I have actually, this is second school I've seen this kind of things being done. This is the TEPA Wall of Fame. Wall of Fame means people or students that have actually excelled in this very school. Okay, most of them could have passed, but these are the people outstanding in their performance, starting from 2017 up to 2020. So you can see their names. I can't actually read all of them, but you can see the performances, the aggregates, and the names of these very students of this school. I can actually say this is one of the best schools in Ngora currently. I am very sure about this one. In case you knew about others, this school is not very old, but the results that actually it has is very shocking at the same time. And on my left, I am privileged to have the director of Teso Progressive Secondary School. How are you, sir?
Fine, thank you. How are you?
I am very fine. To me, it may not need an introduction, but probably to a viewer out there, an introduction, please.
John Omuguru is my name, Director Teso Progressive Academy. I'm excited and privileged to have you guys here.
Thank you so much. We are here to talk about two things especially. I want to start with the resuming of studies in your school. How are the students coping up? How are the teachers coping up? And what do you feel as a person now school started on 10th January this very year, 2022?
Yes, well, what I want to say is that for schools to resume, there was a lot of anxiety. And as a director of this school, I was wondering, will children come to school? Two, we were wondering which kind of children are coming to school. But I want to say that it's a very humbling experience for Teso Progressive because one, our children turned up in big numbers. Okay. But most interesting and surprisingly, they have actually come more thirsty to learn.
Wow.
Actually, I've never seen the level of commitment and seriousness in this school than this time. The teachers are too committed, the students are very cooperative. I think the 2 years of lockdown made them too thirsty.
Okay.
And they are honestly doing well. Their commitment, actually we're worried of how to reintegrate them to the school setup, but they have actually made work easy.
Okay, looking at the president officially saying even if some students got problems like pregnancy, they should resume with studies. Do you have such cases in this very school?
Apparently, I think because of the values of this school, as you can see them on the wall, they are the agitators. Yeah. I'm happy and proud to note that all my students have returned back. No one is pregnant, no one has given birth. And those new ones who are also seeking admissions, none has stand up in that form. So actually, as Teso Progressive, I don't have that case.
It's a miracle, actually. It's a miracle. I should say probably you sent them home with a message that you should return safely. So now talking about this very pandemic that manipulated the education sector in specific, and looking at now students returning following the SOPs, washing hands, sanitizing, masks and the rest. And now we saw the JENA herbal products being unveiled to Teso, and JENA are actually cooperating with Teso Progressive Secondary School. What do you have to say about this cooperation or this very working together with JENA?
One, I want to say it is very timely, and most importantly, as Teso Progressive, we feel honored. And really looking at the pandemic, the COVID, the way it was disorganizing everyone, actually, for the community to know that we the JENA herbal medicine, especially the makers of Covidex, have decided to identify themselves with the Teso Progressive. I think it gives more confidence. And within even the learners, you know what we needed most is that psychosocial support. They may actually not be sick, but just having that assurance and confidence that should this happen, we are safe. I think that is a very good move, and as Teso Progressive and as a director of this institution, we welcome that partnership.
Okay, I wanted to assure to everybody who is watching out there, in case they need these very products, they can actually come to this very school and pick a copy from here or buy one from right here, or maybe parents to send money to students, and when they return home probably with these very products.
Actually, what is true is that as an institution, well aware of the COVID situation, because we also don't want the external people to be coming to school, what is going to happen is that Teso Progressive also has a drug shop. Okay. That is Genesis. It is in Ngora town, Serere Road. Okay. So once someone who needs those drugs, just give me a call. I'll direct you to where, because there is a professional person there who handles that, because we don't want to have so many people flocking the school. You know, we have to safeguard the community inside here.
Okay, as we wind up, I want you to say a word, an advice to a parent who is watching at home, or maybe fellow students, about this very pandemic and now resuming back to school, as Mr. Omugur, the director of TEPA.
Thank you so much. To the viewers and the parents out there, one thing that is apparent, we have gone through a lot in as far as this pandemic is concerned. We have seen it, we have lost people, we have had our economic lives, social lives disrupted. What is apparent is that the economy has been opened. What I call upon everyone out there, let's act responsibly. This is our own war. We shall win it ourselves. Take it as a personal initiative. When you're a parent out there, know that when you're going to crowded places, you take responsibility, because there is a child whom you care about. When you are a student, make sure that at all times you observe the SOPs. Nobody is going to be out there holding a stick, following you up and down. You're following. This is about life. This is not something about politics, or this is about your life. So every time you're out there, take it upon yourself. As John Omugur, I want to safeguard myself, I want to safeguard Uganda.
Thank you so much. My name has been Peter Ariko, and it remains Peter Ariko. I have been here in Ngora District today in Teso Progressive Secondary School. And of course, this is Teso's Progressive Secondary School, Ngora Town Council, along St. Aloysius Road, P.O. Box. That is 200. I'm advertising. You should pay for this. Okay, thank you so much. We shall be linking up some other time. And it's been a privilege being here. And it was very nice interacting with very brilliant students of this very school. I sign out for now. Watch EmuriaTV always. Thank you.